Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to RWBY Ice Queendom Episode 6. Do you have a plan? Ruby's party reaches the inner depth of the dream, but Nega Weiss attacks trying to eliminate Blake. Blake has a difficult time fighting Weiss's relentless attacks, and is also hurt from hearing harsh words that she and the Faunus were enemies to her. Although they were able to find the nightmare, they could not defeat Weiss, who had exploded in anger by RWBY and Yang's betrayal and hatred towards Blake. The three had no choice but to retreat to the real world. RWBY's party had become depressed, hearing that sneaking into the dream, which meant defeating the nightmare, had become more difficult because of this failure. Dark clouds have gathered concerning the mission of exploring Weiss's mind and heart. Now, by the sounds of it, it almost sounds like this is jumping ahead to them already having escaped the dream, because all of that is in past tense, whereas the last episode ended with them confronting Weiss. So I don't know whether this is how this is going to deal with it, whether it's just poor grammatical wording on the synopsis, because there were a few mistakes that I skipped over, but who knows? We could be jumping in immediately after, we could be skipping some time. We'll find out in 3, 2, 1, go. Seems we may be picking up immediately after. I mean, that's a fair comeback on Blake's behalf. Okay, so Sneezy's the dog. Still not sure which one the fire is, but why is there an Ouroboros? I think Ruby took the wrong interpretation of the word precious from that, because she took that to mean that she is precious to Weiss, whereas Weiss took it to mean all of my subjects are precious in the same way that a inanimate object can be. At least that's the way I picked that up. But I mean, still a minor win on Ruby's behalf. And what's Yang doing? Alright, she's just sat in that prison room, isn't she? That's shaped off of their dorm room. Or did she escape through the door? Nope, she is still in there. that was convenient. I thought that was going to be a trap. So Ruby's piece is the key to her heart. She can summon in this? At this point, she can't do that in the main world. Yeah, that bat's being taken out at one point, isn't it? That was odd. So it can affect even if you're. That's a stage outfit. Well, it seems they're down to their last coin. Also, weren't you specifically told not to let the? So I'm guessing it's not so much that it can infect you even through the dream, but hmm. Okay, so I know of the apparent gamble that they do with Blake later on this. I thought that was what the warning about in this episode was, but no, it seems that damage done by the thorns works in real life as well. I also don't know if that gamble is actually what happens or if it's just a proposed thing, so. Hmm, that is definitely one way to think about it. It also would also explain why Ruby and Weiss are locked so much closer to the center. She's being real liberal with the fact that she's a robot in this. Sun always has been there to talk her through, at least in before Haven and everything. It is interesting that Yang got Penny though. Like, I get Ruby is closest with Juniper, so that makes sense. But also she's closest with Penny, so all of them made good points though. Hmm. So it's like the um Ghost, I guess, where it uses its environments to protect itself because it itself isn't that strong. She is not looking good. But hmm, interesting. So could you theoretically vaccinate someone against this and then send in a team of prior infected just to get them close enough and then bring in people who won't suffer such issues. Hmm. The irony that Ruby and Jean are the keys to getting through this. So, where did Jean end up? Is the question. Also, there was some considerable thought put into this. Like, most of most of what the characters say in both the real world and in the dreams does make sense. Like, you can see how the characters get to those specific mindsets from events that happen. Like, mainly talking about how it needs an external viewpoint on the issue to really talk someone round to seeing things as they truly are, like how all the girls needed their friends to sort of come at it from a different perspective to realize that they themselves were too close to the issue to see what was truly going on. Was interesting. And the fact that I still find it weird that it was Yang and Penny, but I mean they brought Penny into the show. They had a voice actor. Why would they not utilize her in this? Plus, as I said, Yang is probably as close to Penny as she is to Juniper. Maybe not at this point, but eventually. So, still would have probably made more sense to switch them around, but I feel RWBY needed the like bigger perspective change that came from Pyrrha's words around the whole you trying to keep the things closest to you protected, locked away from the danger, and that is why all of them compared to the whole trying to change the dream to make it better and all that. So I can see why they chose the pairings. I just thought it was a little weird. But yeah. To be honest, my idea wouldn't work. They explained, well, for one, they said that this is the last chance they get to save Weiss anyway. Otherwise, but my idea wouldn't work because they don't have the time to do it. Because, well, if they focus on infecting people, saving them, and then making a little team of inoculated members to just forge through the dream, meanwhile, the others stay at the entrance, wait for a thingo to pop up for them to just skip through the majority of it, they're probably going to run Shion's aura to the ground and take too long to save Weiss. Had they thought about that near the start, possibly. But they also may have only gotten one, maybe two, and then only had one chance at doing this, so probably safer to just go with Jean and then maybe give her the idea to bring along a couple people who have prior experience who aren't currently students in the event that this is needed again. Then again, that raises a question. Does it still need to be the fact that it is someone that the person knows about and considers close for them to have a person to overtake in the dream to then be ignored by the nightmare? Or would it just ignore them anyway? Like, I don't know why I'm speculating about this. It's not gonna happen. If it was gonna happen, it would have happened. But it is an interesting idea because we've got two very different ends of the spectrum. One is that if you've been previously infected, you'll be ignored by other nightmares because they view you as currently infected. And on the other hand, you've got the if they don't know you personally, you will be seen as a malicious entity and be quickly sought after and tried to be expelled. So does that just meet in the middle to make an ordinary person running through the dream if they were to try the inoculated approach? Interesting. Things to think about. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this show. It's definitely not going in the way I thought it would. Like, I have vague knowledge about what happened, but I had no idea just how intricate, I guess, this is. It's probably not the best way to describe it, but I can't think of anything else. But anyway, I'm just rambling at this point, so I'll catch you in the next one.